June 3rd, 2023, 4:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to talk about coincidences and again a bug on the fucking shirt. Um, Coincidences +2 -5 ratio. So I was doing okay. I just got off like less than a minute ago and leaned back, relaxed, ready to propel myself. So I go to grab my water bottle to drink some water. And I closed the top. I thought I closed the top back tightly. I closed the top, put it on the counter, but somehow the bottle misses the counter completely. And not only that, but the top wasn't closed all the way, so it hit the floor. My ice cold water, which has melted to water now, right? It was a block of ice, but it hit the floor and then water spills on the floor. Oh my gosh. So I have to take care of that. I pick it up and put it back up. And then I start to lean back again because I'm like, I'm not going to let this bother me. And so the podcast is on. Again, it's Tim Chongratsu or something like that. It used to be Timothy De La Ghetto. And he's with his friends Rick Shucks and this white guy. And it's only like about probably 60 seconds into, well, 60 seconds to 120 seconds into the podcast. And the guy talks about how he came across this time in his life where just like I'm feeling now, but mine, it seems like it's perennial. I can't escape, right? So I'm going to listen to the Greek mythology thing again in the background too, because it's a part that talks about that. And I think also when you think about Dante's Seven Hells, a lot of stuff is related. And then somebody else was telling me about how with Greek mythology, Irish and Scottish, like the Celtic peoples, have something about people that live in mounds. And then I was talking about how they had started, here's the bugs again, how they started to build the cities upwards based on something that I saw somewhere. But the people that were on the lower levels were the poor people, and people on the top levels would dump like their sewage and feces down, and it would go into the houses of the people on the lower levels, like seep up through the doors and stuff, kind of like if you had a flood. It was really disgusting, right? And but this guy talks about how he said the exact same words that I literally just said this on the vlog that I just did about how my life is so weird. It seems like I'll take 2 steps up and I'll take 5 steps back. And I didn't read this anywhere, see this anywhere. That's just exactly how I felt. This guy said the same thing, the exact same words. It's so weird. I don't know, synchronicity, but I'm going to use the bathroom because I got to go. But we're going to try this again. But with the ratio thing, the other coincidence about it, and I did a design a couple days ago. I haven't posted it anywhere yet. Well, actually, it's on the online marketplace that I have. But it's life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So right now, I am going through all these things, but how am I reacting to it? Let me give myself my flowers while I'm still here. I have sat back. I'm allowing myself to breathe. And I'm being understanding that, hey, these things are happening. I don't like it. And I'm understanding that what needs to happen, I understand there's consequences to me pursuing what I feel like needs to happen. Could be further legal, could be loss of everything, which is pretty much nothing, but everything meaning, as I know it, which is not a whole lot, but that's okay. It's still something to me. Um, you know, all of that. And the ironic thing is I was just starting to work on the employment thing again. I was going ahead and reformatting everything. I was starting to jet. And just as I was starting to jet, because I was going to ignore the fact that I dropped the water, I was going to talk about that because I really need to get going. But just as I started to reformat everything, that's when the guy said the exact same words, word for word, that I just said on my previous vlog about how I feel like I'm definitely, and like I said, my daddy's life was the same way. Like I'm definitely taking 2 steps up and I get excited about that, but I end up falling back 5 steps. And then that puts me in a situation, damn, put another bug. It puts me in a situation where, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I said, I'm older. I'm not as elastic as I used to be. So after so much of that, you kind of just want to just sit back and, just give yourself a break, which I'm doing, but it's how I give myself the break that's important too. Am I just like, ah, Or am I, okay, we're going to breathe, we're going to get our mind right, and we're going to start again, right? So, those are definitely just wanted to share about that. So end vlog at 4:59 a.m. Saturday, June 3rd, 2023. I'll probably be back in less than 5 minutes. I hope not, but there we go.